What video game level can go fuck itself? The Nightmare Blood Trail level in Max Payne. The Lion King game on Game Boy where you have to run from the wildebeest. I never made it past that as a kid. That fucking Crash Bandicoot High Road wooden bridge level. Any level from Echo the Dolphin. Spyro Ripto's Rage. The trolley in Breeze Harbor. Every time you fail, the annoying bird asks, "Trouble with the trolley?" Quote, "I hate that bird and the rest of that level." Steering the boat inside the volcano in Super Mario Sunshine. That's some bullshit. What do you hate being labeled as? Short, I mean, I am, but what's the need to say it every single time? I'm a big person and people automatically assume that I'm aggressive and violent. I don't like having to explain that I have no desire to cause anyone pain. I feel like that should be expected of common people. A bitch. I do make an effort to have a pleasant expression on my face. But if I'm concentrating, I know it can be mistaken as scowling. Introverted and quiet. I'm actually very social. I just hate small talk and it takes a bit of time getting to know people before I feel comfortable really being myself around them. When people hear my southern accent and learn I'm from Alabama, I'm automatically labeled as less intelligent. Glorified babysitter. Foster parent. What is becoming a total normal thing in modern society that you just don't get or agree with? Sharing every thought you have on the fucking internet. Shit. Subscriptions to most services now. I'd rather do one-time payment for apps and games. Advertising and companies keeping so much of your data. People using those Amazon door locks on their homes so delivery people can unlock your door and go in your house. Recording or taking a picture of someone who is unaware. Then putting it on social media. Imagine you're just going about your day, sitting by yourself at a restaurant or laughing into your phone at a park and someone spots something funny about you. Next thing you're a meme. Social media bullying. Everybody plays the victim and people jump in with knowing the other side of the story. Nobody cares about your bloody personal life and whom you've messed with. I think if you bully people at social media then play the victim afterwards, you got a small mind and deserves no respect. You meet 10-year-old you. You have 10 seconds only. What do you say? To go tell mom to stay regular with her breast cancer screenings because it could save her life. It never gets any easier. Buy Bitcoin when it comes out and sell it in 2021. Do it or I'll come back and kill you in your sleep. Don't piss in that mailbox for $20, it's not worth the ass beating. Go talk to dad before he dies, you will miss him. Stay away from those goats. Tell dad to buy Bitcoin. Invest in GameStop when it's $2. Tell grandma you love her. She dies in 2020. You were accidentally sent back in time to 1986 and are trying to convince scientists that you are from 2021. What totally true fact could you tell them about your time would make them think you were insane? That we can make money for filming ourselves play games. So two of the biggest comedians are Bill Cosby and Eddie Murphy. One make a bunch of family-friendly movies and the other goes to jail for sexual assault. Go ahead guys. Guess which is which. The video game industry will earn more than twice what the music and film industries will earn combined. There's only 8 planets now. Screw them. I would send myself investment advice. Cars don't fly. What's the dumbest shit you've ever heard from someone who was completely serious? While working at a bookstore, I had a customer ask where we kept the new non-fiction while she was standing in front of our best sellers. So I'm like, well, here. But also the entire right side of the store is basically non-fiction. What are you looking for? She says no, she wants the new non-fiction. Okay. Are we talking cookbooks? Science? Art? History? No. Non-fiction. The new book in the Lord of the Rings series. Yeah. So after I tell her Tolkien's been dead for a minute, I add that she's not looking for non-fiction. She argued and blows me off. Comes back a bit later holding got like she's about to rub this in my ignorant face. This. Where's the newest one? You're holding it. No. He wants the next one. Yeah. So does the rest of the fanbase. She was not amused. And somehow she never even felt stupid. One of my former coworkers is completely, passionately, incontrovertibly convinced that the Sahara is what remains of the city of Atlantis. He spent about an hour following me around my department, explaining this video he saw on YouTube. It had to be legit. You see. Because they talked about cubits. Another coworker at the same company thought his hair grew from the opposite end. As in, hair doesn't grow from the scalp, but actually lengthens from the loose end. Unfortunately, I can't recount his logic because it was so absolutely confounding that I just deleted that memory file for my own sanity. A guy the first used to work with started seeing a girl who was already pregnant. He told us with all seriousness. The doctor told me that because we've been having unprotected sex, my DNA has been passing on to the fetus. And so I will be the biological father of the baby. My history teacher. Before the event of Noah's Ark, animals were likely very, very massive. The animals who were not saved in the flood became fossilized rock and now are the giant rock formations we see today. He was referring to the rocks like Elephant Rock, Dolphin Island, etc. He genuinely believed that these rocks that happened to resemble animals were actually animals. He showed us a 100-plus page slideshow of rocks that looked like animals to prove his point. He's also a flat earther. Doesn't believe in the moon landing. And thinks ancient Egyptians had airplanes. I was on jury duty in voir dire and there was a college kid being questioned. They asked his major and he said, anthropology, and when they asked him why he picked that major, he said with absolute utter seriousness, or he was the greatest actor in the history of the universe. I like Bigfoot. I know he's out there. And I wanna study him and stuff. Verbatim. I will never forget his words. I don't know how that many people were able to keep from laughing out loud. I know I almost failed. The Second World War was fought between the Italian and Spanish. When a lightsaber is activated, what do you think it smells like? The same smell a space heater has that hasn't been turned on.
Subscribe, my brothers.